And one of the reasons I was so excited for you to be here was because when I met you, he was really stuck. So tell us a little bit about Leo's presentation when we first met him.
Right. So this was going back to probably almost 2 years ago that we met. So because we went to camp for the first camp in 2023. At that point, he was about 8 years old, and he was diagnosed when he was 4 years old. And we had been in treatment in the DC area, and the progress just wasn't, I feel like, like you said, he was stuck. So we were doing things like using your brave voice and just the technique. I'm sure it works for some children. It wasn't working for him. I did a little more research. I found you. We went to Communicamp, and I just felt like for the first time that I had hope for Leo. We saw so much progress that first camp that we went to for those 3 days. And not only that, but I just, I was equipped with so many tools that I could use to help him. And then I believe it was after that we came to see you in the fall. And I remember sitting in your office, and with like 15 minutes, you had him speaking to you. It was unbelievable. So it was, it was pretty wild.
So, it's interesting because one of the things I say all the time is you have to meet a child where they're at. And I think there's a lot of people out there that hear the term selective mutism, focus a lot on talking when the child isn't there yet. It sounds like, wait, they talk at home. Why wouldn't they just talk? Or how can we give them incentive to talk? Like, come on, you can do it. But unfortunately, it's about the stages and where they're at and meeting them where they are and understanding why they may be having challenges. And I truly believe that, Leo was one of those kids that was a true speech phobic, where you are stuck against the nonverbal wall. So for most of my listeners, they know about the social communication bridge. It's a tool that I developed for people to really understand where these kids are. And when you know where they are stage-wise, you can then be very strategic to use strategies. It sounds funny, be strategic to use strategies, but very strategic as to how to move them. And he was very stuck. Like, he was almost a professional mime. Remember?
Yeah.
Like, he looked comfortable. Yeah. So there wasn't a lot of anxiety. He looked like, right?
We were good at enabling him, right? We became, because it just, like I said, you brought us hope. We had hope for the first time at that camp. And up until that point, I felt pretty hopeless. Like, I tried everything I had been taught over the years, and it wasn't working. And you would read about other people that on the Facebook pages and everything that would say, oh yeah, this happened, and it, like, he was stuck. Yeah. And so it was hard for him because we didn't know what to do at that point anymore.
So yeah, no, I get it. So when I met him, his comfort was there. I mean, he would look to you continuously for answers non-verbally, but he was stuck. And so for the listeners, they're probably thinking, well, how did you get him to speak? How did you do it? Like, what did you do? Did you have magic? What did you do? And I'd say, no, what it was I knew he was nonverbal. I knew he was stuck, and that with comfort and connection wasn't enough for him. And even when I asked a question and I prompted him to write or prompted him to tell you, he was very resistant. He was stuck. So the ritual sound approach, which is a very, very ritualistic, stepwise, CBT-based approach to help him unlearn his mutism step by step by shaping sounds into words, is an incredibly powerful and viable strategy for kids that are very stuck, very professional mime-like. You've lowered anxiety. They look comfortable. They have friends maybe. They're able to engage, but they're just not speaking. And no matter what you do, how you do it, when you do it, stuck.